Hello friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile 3, Ruined World. It's finally time to clean up the northern end of Upper Exile. There's a little swampy area. A lot of water from the river to the east has been trapped here for some time, growing increasingly stagnant and foul. Normally, you would expect to hear lizard or bat noises in a cave like this. However, the tunnel is completely, eerily silent. And what did we come all this way to find? There is a massive and mercifully empty nest here, formed of piles of rocks and moldy branches. One of the things holding the nest together, among the branches, is a two-tined Slithzerikai spear. As you turn back from the dead end, you hear a bizarre, resonant keening from far to the east. As the sound echoes across the swamp, you look to see what's causing it. Not too much, just a shambler. Time to cure some poisons. And I think I've scryed a shambler before, I'm not sure. Webs things it hits. Delightful. Also cold resistant for some reason. Also a pretty decent pile of health points. And of course, being a pile of mobile fungus, it drops no loot. Should I go get the boat and explore up that way? Hello? You have slipped through a well-concealed path among a forest of stalagmites, and found yourself on a beach dotted with small pink mushrooms. There is no sign of humanoids having been here before. Neat. At the end of this isolated beach, you find a pleasant reward. A small patch of high-quality worm grass. Some fronds of this prized alchemical ingredient are ripe for picking. Sure, I guess. Okay, and I'm going to rest up here. And now to tackle an area that beat me up pretty badly the last time I came here. You don't get far into the cavern before you encounter a tight group of large, crude ogre huts. The ogres charge you as soon as they see you, bearing stone clubs and fierce, stupid expressions. And the ogres themselves aren't so bad, it's the ogre mage that can mess me up good. I'm going to haste myself and slow him. Okay, maybe not, because he's way out of my range. But of course that means I'm also out of his range for spellcasting. Haha. Yeah, let's see how you like Sword in the Face. And let's see how the rest of you like some Flame Strike. Very effective. Yeah, got you this time. Can't end combat? Who's left? You're left. Actually, you're right. And now you're dead. The guards slain, you search the hovels along the path. Strangely, there is no treasure of any sort. The huts have been cleaned of anything of value, even metal. You wonder where they took it. This cave contains several crude slith nests, not occupied by friendly sliths like you've met before, but by the savage, hostile kind. It looks like only a small portion of the village's population is here, but they are fully prepared to attack anyway. And they do so. Slith Zerakai, Slith Warriors, and a Slith Mage. Slith Warriors are mostly tough because they can throw spears, but otherwise I can pretty definitely handle that by now. And the Slith Mage only has up to 4th level mage spells. So no demon summoning from that guy. Maybe I should also be slowing and cursing my enemies. The guards slain, you search the hovels along the path. Strangely, there is no treasure of any sort here either. The huts have been cleaned of anything of value, even metal. You wonder where they took it. Same exact message. Intriguing. I'm not entirely sure I really needed that rest, but You reach the final cave in this chain, and find that the remaining ogres and Slithzerikai have banded here as a last-ditch defense against your invasion. There's a considerable force ahead, and they look like they mean business. And they're not giving us a chance to retreat, so have at you. Okay, Slith Priest this time instead of Slith Mage. Also, the Ogre Mage can cast Kill, and that does a big pile of damage. Ow. Hehehe, so many targets all bunched up together. And I only kill one. Dang it. Okay, I'm pretty certain I have scryed an Ogre Mage before, but that might have been on an alternate save, which I then had to reload, so I'll make sure and get him this time. And you. Slith Priest is much like the Mage, except 4th level priest spells, obviously. Also, they don't appear to be resistant to fire this time around. Interesting. That's better. Hoo-hoo, Ravage Knife is very good with Blessing. Okay, Ogre Mage could have done a lot more damage than that. Shockstorm is still kind of annoying, but... Actually, I wonder if I should try Capture Souling. Well, I can't, because Capture Souling costs 30 spell points, and I don't have that many. You think you're so clever, don't you? Well, now you don't think at all, because you are dead. But I still gotta deal with this guy. Yeah, I don't have Ravage Spirit or the ability to cast it yet. But I can still take him. These boots are likely just plain boots and not worth very much. But I'm pretty sure I've got at least one character who doesn't currently have footwear, so... Alright, what were y'all defending? At the end of the swamp, you find something rather exotic and bizarre. An evil shrine, jointly built by ogres and sliths. It is dominated by a rough-hewn statue of a large humanoid monster. One-head ogre, one-head slith, with 4 arms and plenty of other appendages as well. It's pretty nasty looking. At its base, you see that the savage monsters have been piling all their valuables at its base in supplication. There are plenty of barter goods, and a crossbow in excellent condition. You boldly loot the temple, knowing as you do that such places often have powerful magical defenses. Your expectations are fully met. The bodies of the monsters you slew rise up again to boldly fight you. Oh joy. I'm pretty low on spell points. I did make a point to buy a medium energy potion for Steven, which I might end up giving to Garnet. We'll see how this goes. Ghasts, wights, and a vampire. That's a lot of ghasts. And a few wights. Where's the vampire? There's the vampire. Eat some zaps. I think the only real threat here is the vampire. Everybody else is pretty much physical oriented. Also, I would actually like to see how the crossbow does compared to my bow so far. $13 damage, not bad. I'm going to scry the vampire. Level 18, etc., etc. 5th level mage spells, icy draining touch, immune to cold, immune to poison. So I should kill you faster. If I can. What do you mean I got limited range on throwing daggers? Yay, got one! Okay, should I curse everybody? Should I throw out some flame strike? Should I move up the space so I can actually hit anything? Well, hit the vampire, use the important target. Woohoo! Do you kind of wish that Garnet had an energy potion of her own to chug down right now? That said, Flame Strike does have a higher average damage than Fireball, even if it does cost a few more spell points. You're still not dead. That's better. Also, Garnet did not cast those last 2 fire spells, and she still levels up. Oh, Steven's the one with the wand of fireballs. That seems less useful at this juncture. Oh, is that all the damage I do with that? Pfft. That's all of them. I didn't even need any fancy anti-undead spells. Gold and boots and a stone axe. Joy. Well, that was a surprisingly lucrative trip. Now it's time to make the long way back to the Tower of Magi for more training. Or I could get the boat and explore that one last little bit of river. Because I do like being a completionist. Haha, you can't get me now. Lots of ogres. I cannot go up this way because waterfall. I should have remembered that. But I can take the boat quite a ways down towards the portal fortress, so I can keep ignoring the ogres. Hehe. Actually, now that I'm over here, I can investigate that bunker we were told about. Aha! You remember what Commander Johnson told you and say Galaros. Sure enough, a section of the east wall of the building slowly fades away. A corridor leads into the dark bunker. There is a peculiar, pungent smell, like boiling herbs. And a row of doors. The chest is empty. You meet a tottering old slith, his once green scales darkening around the edges with age. It wears many amulets and teeth around its neck. Greetings. Welcome to the bunker. I am Pathas. Pathas, I think this is one from, the Slith town of Nass back in regular Exile. He speaks in a shaky, sibilant voice. At the asking of Exile, I have come to the bunker. I help with their research. This was built here with the help of the new Cotrans, as a sort of magical crisis handling center. We wait here for some need for research, and then we respond. The people here have been a great assistance. They bring us food at night, and they keep this place secret. And they give us company sometimes. This can be a lonely place to wait. He sighs. I am a priest of my people normally, but I am also one of their strongest mages, and I know much of metalworking too. That is why they asked for me. I miss my temple. Of course, it is an opportunity too. Down in our city of Nass, in the Great Cave, In Exile, a beautiful city. I miss it. For example, to meet the great mages and minds of Exile. Like Erica, I met her not long ago. She is the greatest mage of Exile. She lives up here now, to the northeast, but she can never again go to the surface. They cursed her when they banished her, so much they feared her power. If ever again she sees the sun, it will slay her instantly. That is why she hates the Empire so much. It was an honor to meet her, but frightening as well. The depth of her hatred is hard to comprehend. This tiny woman would look like someone's friendly old grandmother, were it not for the aura of power emanating from her, and for the Vanatai chair she sits perfectly comfortably in. I am called Enla. Welcome to the bunker. I was once studying dragons. Now I do research in the bunker. Well, I study Vanatai magic. She looks sad. We studied poor old Motrax, oldest of the mighty serpents living in Exile. Then he died, and the other dragons disappeared. A great mystery. Sulfras, Koth, and Athrin were the other dragons in the underworld. However, after the Empire War, they all disappeared. We have few guesses of where they went. Maybe down further into the caves, or more likely on the surface, although that would be an invitation for the Empire to attack them. The Empire despises any power it can't control, and they would despise the Empire back. The Empire enslaved Sulfras and Koth, and Athrin dislikes all humans. They no doubt have much hatred for the humans on the surface. It is amazing what they can do with a simple crystal. For example, they can make actual life in crystalline form. We can do nothing near what they can do, but we have a few ideas. Nothing I want to talk about now, of course. You see an ancient and withered mage, hunched back in a large, carved chair. He was meditating while staring into a small brazier. Now he looks up at you, as if he was expecting you. I am Ostoth. Welcome to the bunker. I am in charge of the bunker. Yes, I should explain what we are doing here. We are doing research. We are trying to craft tools to use against the enemies of Exile. He looks uncomfortable. When we found out about the monsters on the surface, we realized we may need to craft a weapon to help you fight them. Yes, that is our purpose now. We wait until someone finds who made the plagues of monsters on the surface, so that we can craft a weapon to use against them. Should you ever know who created the monsters, come back and tell me their name so we can make a weapon. One warning, however. Be absolutely sure you are right. Our resources are limited, and we can make only one powerful item. If your first guess is wrong, I strongly doubt we will be able to help you again. Exile has always had many enemies. Always, we had few swords on our side, and it was only the skill of our mages that saved us. The existence of the bunker is how we recognize this fact. So we can make a powerful weapon to fight against some powerful creature. Erica's a suspect. We found the dragon scales, but I need to do a little more investigating on that front. Oh, no, the bridge is back up there. I'll see you when I find something interesting in the Tower of Magi. Yo, Solberg, what's good? Solberg nods. Your struggle against the alien slime shows you'll need more powerful magic to complete your surface task. He teaches you the spells Ice Bolt and Venom Arrows, as if we didn't already have them. Solberg says, considering your efforts against the cockroaches, giving you more spells is a wise investment. He teaches you the spells Firestorm and Summoning. Ooh. Maybe I should have come here before doing all the fighting back in Upper Exile? Alrighty. Well, that is the main thing I can accomplish in the tower right now. I will also do the identification and inventory management and such like. But I'm going to do that off screen, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody.